Kiara.
And it's me, Tanesha. And you're, wow. Sorry. It's one of those nights guides just for y'all. You're now entering the sister chat. This is Main Event Mamas. Woo!
Woo! So welcome back. We had a crazy weekend in wrestling last weekend, and so we're just here giving you the wrap up, the recap. I mean, SummerSlam really, it was a lot, and it had an interesting ending. And so I feel like, how did you think the nights went overall?
Well, okay. I think that they were good. I don't think no, actually, I watched every match.
Okay.
So that's improvement. And I think it was good. Do I think it should have been 2 nights? Yes, because for whatever reason it was still 3 hours. I don't understand.
We said it was long. Don't know.
And it started
Okay.
early. And it started early as fuck too. I was like, wait, what do you mean? It's not at 7? No, it's at 6. Why is it at 6? And it still didn't end until almost 11. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, there's a lot going on, so I understand. There are a lot of changes. We're gonna get into all of that, but yeah, it was 2 nights, and it was every bit of the 2 nights. I definitely didn't watch the post-show after the second night because I was still processing my feelings about the ending of the event. So, yeah, it was, anyway, so before we get into that,
Oh,
we wanna
okay.
remind you that this is your moment to hit that subscribe button. So if, you want to be the first to hear our content, see our content, know what's going on, you want to hit that bell right now on the YouTube channel. And now we're going to get into the streets are talking because the streets had a lot to say in the past 48 to 72 hours. So
Oh, okay.
the streets was busy. So, well, we're going to start with TKO's Group Holdings quarterly report.
Oh, okay.
That
What
was
was that?
released. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They reported revenue of 1.31 billion, which surpassed Wall Street expectation. They also recorded a net income of 273.1 million, with WWE's portion of that revenue was 556.2 million, which is a significant increase as part of that 1.31 billion. So that is big from where, they started. So clearly TKO is making his money's back, and all the whistles and all of the above, which is why I'm a little confused as to how little people are getting shut out of wrestling events and stuff. But apparently their bottom line is looking real good, regardless of the fact that we're feeling a little dejected from and neglected from the wrestling that we grew up watching and want to appreciate. So looks like they're still making lots and lots of dough. So there's that. Then we're going to talk about Roman Reigns' filming schedule because we were all scared that this man was going to disappear. Because with his return for SummerSlam, there was a lot of speculation about his future. He has a role in the Street Fighter movie coming up. But we
Uh-huh.
thought, based on what happened at, they won their match at
They
SummerSlam, but Raw,
SummerSlam. Okay.
yeah, I don't know, it's late. So with Raw's situation, which we're not going to get into fully right now,
Oh, okay. Okay.
SummerSlam recap,
Okay.
we saw a little bit of shenanigans and definitely a little bit more pain than we wanted to see our tribal chief endure, for sure. So there was some speculation that he is being written off. Yeah. But apparently, filming, in fact, is from the 2nd to the 26th of September. So that report was negative. So he will not be written out right now. And in fact, I saw that he's going to appear on August 18th episode of Monday Night Raw. So we can stop worrying that we won't see our tribal chief. I hope he wears flip flops next week. I mean, when we see him on the 18th, because how many
No, he
times
needs to
that
wear
man's
some
shoe?
Timbs and stomp him out.
How many times that man's shoe gonna get stolen? I mean, really, really, Braun number 2. Did we really need to take the man's shoes again?
Knowing damn well you can't fit them.
No. Mm-mm. Then something else pretty interesting. So AEW, they announced the location and date of its next pay-per-view, because it's not PLE, Full Gear, and that will take place on Saturday, November 22nd in Newark, New Jersey. Just thought I put that on your list, sneak that over there, see if we can
I don't
get
know.
you.
After I watched them put a screwdriver in someone's knee, I don't think I really want to
That
see
was
that.
Dustin. That was Dustin Rhodes. And yeah, he said it wasn't a work and he needs double knee replacements. I don't know. It was very traumatic to not have seen the episode, but did get to see that part. Thank you, Instagram, for just adding that to my algorithm
Like
because
it just popped up on my thing, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I
I
can take
didn't
a lot
know.
of, and I like watching a lot of crime shows, and I like to watch a lot of things with include blood and all that stuff. But I wasn't expecting that. That was just one of those like,
I wasn't prepared.
I don't like torture.
Yeah, and AEW tends to specialize in a lot of torture, but I tried. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have a Kiara moment.
Go
Listen, I
ahead.
tried to watch it this week, and I didn't get past. I tried to watch Dynamite last week. I enjoyed watching the EVPs get silenced. I mean, that was hilarious. I have to tell you, I was in stitches about that. But then I had watched Darby, I think, jump from the top of something. I wanted to see Mox and Hangman Page's like rematch since I didn't see the pay per view from that PLE. Yeah, I don't even think I made it that far to be honest. I was like, this is a lot, and but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying because I was trying to make it to the women's section. I didn't make it. I think they need to move the women up because I'm just not sure I'm gonna be able to get all the way through the episode. So anyway, that's that. So I just wanted to let you know in case maybe that sounds something interesting since it's close by.
Maybe. Yeah.
Hint, hint.
We'll see. No
I'm gonna
way.
try and get her to watch an episode before we try to do that though.
No way.
I'm trying. Now the big news this week was this ESPN and WWE partnership, which had an awful announcement cadence. Um, I want to tell you people that when you announce something like this, I had to go through, by the way, 3 articles and the press release to pull together all the details of this deal. So let me tell you what it is. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Because obviously I couldn't find it in one place, not at all. And I couldn't find the most important part was how it affects us as fans. That was the most important part that they left out of practically every single article. But here we go. So they have a 5-year deal with ESPN valued at 1.6 billion, which is probably how TKO is meeting these great numbers right now. This is a deal that's not captured yet. It will be captured in the upcoming quarterly report, but it averages out to about $325 million per year, which is a significant increase from WWE's deal with Peacock, which was an estimated 900 million over 5 years, right? So now we're making $1.5 billion. The PLEs will be streamed exclusively on ESPN's new direct-to-customer streaming service, which is set to launch, I believe, August 20 something, 21st, something like that. Anyway, the primary home of these PLEs will be in the new streaming service, but select PLEs will also be simulcast on ESPN's linear networks like ESPN, East, West, that kind of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff like that. Sorry. Anyway, I am not a huge ESPN person, so I all their linear channels. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, now here's the issue that caused all the drama with the fans. Okay, you ready?
Oh, I know what the issue is.
Like,
You
this is the
trying to
issue.
make us charge us an extra $20. You might as well just stay with your own WWE network. You know why? Because all the money would have been yours.
Okay, so this was the thing that caused all the
Yeah,
drama
everybody
is
can
that the
afford
price
$30.
of this new ESPN streaming service is expected to be around $29.99 a month, which is also I think it's like $299 a year potentially.
So
And
$300 a year. Let's just round
it
it up.
was
Three hundred
it was a
dollars and
lot. It
$30.
it was a lot for us fans to take that day, and all the daggone news items told us nothing about how this would affect us in the sense of what if you already have ESPN in one form or another. ESPN comes with a lot of cable packages.
Mm-hmm.
It's included in my Hulu Live situation bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really stressed because I'm like, why? I didn't even ask for this to be included in my bundle. And now, like, am I going to be included? That was what all us fans wanted to know is, are we going to be included if we already have it, what that looks like? However, later, various other reporters dug and got some real details because, again, y'all missed all that in the announcement. That said that if you have existing cable and satellite subscriptions that have ESPN, you'll be able to get the new streaming content at no charge. Why y'all ain't put that line in the press release? Why y'all had us all up in a uproar, angry, about to cancel? We already had enough the way SummerSlam ended, and I'm gonna get into that. But then you went ahead and you added this to sprinkle the drama on top, and you didn't need to. So the next time you decide to have your little announcement just for someone who worked in PR for a really long time, lead with that so people don't get mad and want to cancel everything they own because what are we going to do? And then I want to also mention this other piece. Peacock is going up again. So this new deal is not till 2026, by the way, y'all, in case we didn't get there. So
So
until
wait, they're
then,
going back up until when?
what, Peacock?
Yeah, to what? I mean, I
Now
paid
they're
for it
going
for
up
a
again.
year. They better not change
Yeah,
my
I
pay.
don't think it's going to change your situation.
Oh, okay.
But for the rest of us who pay monthly, yeah, that's definitely changing my situation. I think I started out at 9. No, I'm sorry, I started out at $5 a month, and
Yeah, I
then I went
started
to
out at
$9 a month,
6, and then
and
what
then
is
I think we were at $12.99 a month, and now it's going to be $16.99 a month, probably in direct correlation to this situation. Since apparently, if we're willing to pay $29.99 a month for WWE, perhaps that Peacock thinks that we'll be willing. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Peacock, I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't know. I might have to get an annual subscription and call it a day because I can't keep shelling out additional monies a month. But yeah,
And
so that was
Peacock, I need to put my other show back on, okay? Because that's the only reason why I got the subscription besides WWE, okay?
what
That was just a
show?
plus. I don't forget what it was called. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Well, anyway, I watched other shows on Peacock. Love Island definitely captured my
Oh
attention,
my god.
but not just that. I'm always down for any Law and Orders.
Well, yeah, I
Anytime.
mean, I definitely was watching Stabler. I I was watching Stabler's criminal and something
I don't know what
Enterprise.
it's called.
I forgot what
Something.
it's called or something.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to catch up. I'm like at
I was like,
least
I didn't
3.
like
I'm
a
at least
couple episodes
3.
on season 1.
I'm at least 3 seasons behind.
Okay, cool. I'll join and I'll share. All right. Well,
Yep.
that's it for the streets are talking. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. I have thoughts and feelings, and if y'all need a PR person to help y'all craft these announcements so that it includes a frequently asked questions section, we can help you. I can help.
Sorry. I got the name of the show. God, I'm
Gemini
sorry.
decided to start talking, y'all. That wasn't me. I didn't press Gemini. I don't know why it started talking.
The show is called One of Us is Lying.
Well, I think they canceled that thing.
No, what? It was so good. I mean, granted, I guess after season 2, I don't know where they was going to really go with it, but
Okay.
Okay, sorry. My bad. My bad. Okay.
All right, let's get into our SummerSlam recap. Let's get into it. Well, I don't know. Let's kick it off with the main event because that's what everyone's really talking about. Let's not lie. So we got
Okay.
Cody
Mm-hmm.
defeating John Cena. What did you think of the match and the emotional fallout?
Actually, surprised they took the championship off of John, but I'm also surprised that they did not turn Cody heel. And then I'm also surprised. Well, I mean, I don't know if I was surprised. Well, I don't know. I don't really have too many thoughts and feelings how everyone else does about Brock Lesnar coming back. Um, but I guess if we were really paying attention to John's not an apology tour, Jesus, to his farewell tour, he was definitely like going through the rivalries or the iconic matches that he felt like he had over his career. So I don't know why I wouldn't have think Brock Lesnar would be one of them. So I don't feel no type of way that Brock Lesnar came back. I also understand why other people do feel a type of way, but now it also makes sense why they did take the title off of John. So then Brock can't get the title. But I mean, the match was actually it was good.
That match was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even
It
gonna
was
hold
good.
back. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That
It was
street match,
amazing.
I mean, it would.
It was amazing. And I'm gonna tell you because watching Cody and John the first time was kind of lackluster for me. So to see this match and it almost didn't need anything else. So I understood why there were no extra run-ins and that I was waiting because, we're conditioned to do that at this point. by WWE. But it was such a great match, and I was not excited about it, but I was thrilled at like the physicality and all. I mean, I was like, look at John. John did a lot, and I was like, I know this is gonna hurt. I just kept
Mhm.
thinking, God, I was thinking about Unreal and what he was saying about it. And how he had his commentary about, being just physically tired and not being able to do this anymore and
Mhm.
all the above. And so I kept thinking it was John, my guy. I'm so sorry. You're gonna need a break, a nap, a lot of ibuprofen, an ice
Not a
bath.
break and a nap.
I mean, I just was like, I hope you're taking a break after this so you can recuperate. But it was a great match. It really, really was. Now let's talk about the other part. Okay, listen. To sit with this a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because two things. One, I wasn't watching a ton of wrestling when John Cena initially kind of broke through and had his run. I just wasn't. And so I didn't have that perspective of like his past feuds and him revisiting all of them, right?
Mhm.
The last time we talked about Brock Lesnar was during this whole Janelle Grant situation, right? So I was like, when did he get cleared? I was just like, we're in active litigation
Mhm.
with this person about
Mhm.
these allegations because I can't say nothing because I don't know nothing. I wasn't there. So with these
Mhm.
allegations
I
and
mean,
the
those text
lawsuit,
messages were anyway, uh-huh.
not just the text messages,
Uh-huh.
like the entire lawsuit, if you read it, is woof, you do not read. Okay, because I couldn't. I had to stop. I was like, this is a lot for even. It's a lot for me considering all the things I actually read. I just couldn't. My stomach was hurting. I was like, I don't. That being said, what shocked me most was that they brought him back in the middle of this active litigation. However, I did a thing. I went back and read most of the Brock Lesnar section again because I wanted to understand a little bit more before I said anything
Mhm.
about this. Because I know, like, I was on a couple spaces after, and there was a lot of anger and a lot of let's cancel WWE and let's not watch. And I was like, I don't know about all that. I like to form my own opinion. So
Mhm.
I went back and read the complaint again. And I was like, well, based on what I read, and I'm no legal expert,
Mhm.
it sounds like he's definitely guilty of potential infidelity. But it also didn't sound like he actually did anything with Janelle Grant from what I read up until that point in the complaint. It sounds like he got drunk and he missed his opportunity the first time. And then something else happened the second time where it didn't happen. I don't remember. I don't know. But it definitely gave a very graphic description of what Vince McMahon did um, to that young lady. And so, after reading all of that, I was like, all right, I ain't going to say that I am angry that he's back. But I definitely think just bringing him back like that is
Mhm.
complicated, particularly when you have about 40% of your audience that are women. So I was like, it's definitely a complicated and a delicate issue. And the way that WWE just went full blown, here you go, he's back, blah, blah, blah. People were really, there was a lot of emotion. I will say a lot of people are really excited, and I can understand that too. I understand both sides of the issue, but I certainly feel like there was more that maybe could have been done to smooth things over a little bit before him kind of coming back. I would have
Mhm.
liked to see them do a little bit more of the good PR around things to try to shock and the to lessen the shock and the disdain and the anger, because definitely being on that spaces call with women who work with other people who have been victims or trafficked or experienced a lot of these things, it was, I 100% understood the anger
Mhm.
and feeling that they didn't make the situation validated in the way that they should have. And so I understood that. I understood that piece. So that being said, I'm like, I get it. I mean, now am I angry about it? I don't think so. I had to sit with it for a minute. It definitely, again, I couldn't watch the post show because I just was like, I need to work through kind of like how I'm feeling about things and whether I think this is right. And I want to encourage people before you cancel things is to do your own research form your own opinion and make your own decisions. And whatever they are, they're the best for you. But I just want to encourage you to do that because I think it's really important that we all don't get on somebody's bandwagon
Mm-hmm.
and get into this groupthink situation where we're all going to do this because da 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 da. Like, listen, that's how you want to live your life, cool. But I think we all have minds. We all hopefully have the opportunity to learn how to be literary people and can read and find out the details that we want to know before we cast judgment on people. Because the truth is, there's not one thing on this earth that's innocent except a baby. So it's
Mm-hmm.
complicated every way around. So I just want to encourage you to do a little research and make your own decisions for how you feel about it. And whatever that is, live your life. All right. That being said, I don't know if I'm excited for this Brock Lesnar and John Cena match. I'm like, watching John and the Cody match was terrifying enough. So watching him with Brock, I'm like, oh my God, are they ready for this? I don't know if they're ready for this. So that was a little bit of a moment there of just, I don't know if it, I'm scared for John. I'm scared.
Okay.
Is he gonna still be left? Is this the last match he's running towards December?
I don't think so.
Because
He probably has something else in between.
good God, this feels like it might take him out. But I was also shocked about Cody's win. I was like, I mean, but I did say, and I tweeted this, like right as we watched the package and his presentation as he came into the ring, I knew something was up. That presentation was real serious. The mask, um, the crack in the mask, him coming up from the ground, which was also an amazing visual with John carrying him. That
Oh
was
yes, that
incredible.
was incredible. He came out the thing. I was like, oh, and then he just threw him. I said, dang.
That may be, in fact, the cover of this episode because it was amazing. I just was like, this is the best visual ever. But I enjoyed that match so much and I was excited to see it. I hated that it got the parade was a little rained on it at the end. And it was good to see, I guess, Cody be champion, but I still feel like he's still missing that edge. And I feel like we're in that same spot we were in before. Again, like
Mm-hmm.
what happens next? Like, I love Cody, but Cody being champion isn't necessarily the most exciting thing. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to compare it to Roman, but like, seriously, it's not the most exciting thing. So, like, y'all need to build a story that makes us excited about it because I'm like, oh, okay. What? Now he's a champion again, and I don't know. I didn't really, you know. Night one really had that shocker, though. Night one really, the way that I jumped out of my seat and
Oh, you talking about with Seth?
yep. I'm going to say night one had the shocker. So the biggest shocker was CM Punk's title win and then losing it seconds later to Seth Rollins. And
But
like, what did you think? Was it
I
a
mean,
good
I
way to
feel
use
like
Money in the Bank? Was it
I,
what
but
do you
I
think?
feel like we kind of said that. I said, yo, he's going to come
We did.
somehow or something, or just like, but I thought he was gonna come out with crunches and just come and I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna lay down on you. Like, I thought he was gonna use them. So I think I like the fact that he didn't use the bronze and he actually did it himself.
Me too.
Because that I was like, okay, because I definitely expected him like, hey, Bronze, go down there and beat him up, and then I'm a crutch
That's because
myself.
we bought into the like
We did,
drama of it is. We
we
believed
did.
him.
Especially Becky, like, oh, I'm sorry, where's my post misleading? And it was like,
Yes,
you know what, it was because. But I
it
guess for the
was.
other ones who were your conspiracy theories and the ones who be like really
Conspiracy theories.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
They were
they were
like,
right.
she's never done that. Why would she do that now? This has to be a work. Well, I mean, technically, I mean, okay, I get it, fine. We were wrong. Y'all were right.
We were wrong
But
about that part, but not this other part because we
no,
said Seth was gonna.
we
Well,
definitely
actually, we were a little wrong because we said that I said that CM Punk was never going to be champion, but I didn't realize he was going to win the championship only to lose it. I thought Seth was gonna come out like right before, but this was better to me. This was more dramatic. It was more cinematic. Him in those crutches. Do you know how many times I have watched it? Because I can't tell you. I've seen it at least 5 or 6 times because it was fantastic. Him coming out, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Him turning around and then dropping the crutches is just, it was movie magic. It was great. And I was just like, I was screaming. It's a level of petty that I truly respect. I F with it. I F with it heavy. I keep saying this, but I absolutely do because his level of petty of I am going to be champion no matter what, you won't be, is something I love. I love it with Seth. And I think it's about time he gets his due. So I know lots of people were mad. Even our sister was a little upset with me
I
because I was so
mean,
excited.
I'm not gonna lie. I think yes, okay, fine. It was whatever they said, the ruse of the century. But it was bittersweet to watch CM Punk actually go, I beat Gunther. Because Gunther was in there like, you ain't gonna beat me. Like, I ain't worried about you. And it was like, yo, he beat you down. Like, like, you were tired. Like, he beat, like, you didn't expect him to hit you toe to toe. And
I
I don't even,
expected blood. That
I
was
did
like,
not.
what?
I don't know what. Now, definitely, I know that was definitely a work. He raised himself because he rolled. I watched that replay and I watched him roll underneath. I said, Jesus, did you really have to blade yourself that bad? Because that's crazy. Uh,
You.
but
Magic, remember?
yeah, I know. But it was still like, that was crazy. It was like, but I did not expect the blood. I definitely did not expect Gunther to be the one. Like, but then clearly it didn't stop bleeding because they have a thing of him on the side. Like, I can't really move. Hold on, wait. And I was like, "'Cause you did it wrong. Cause you don't normally bleed. I think you did it wrong. I think you cut
Not you
something.
did it wrong.
You must have cut something wrong. Cause he literally like the shock of Seth coming, and there was someone else. They were filming Gunther, and Gunther was just sitting there like, and the refs are sitting there like, "Are you okay?" Oh my god! Like you can tell, like it's not because the blood. He's like, it's not stopping, and I was just like,
Mhm. It was rough. It was
uh.
rough. I was like, somebody get that man a towel, some ice.
He had a towel. That's the whole point. He had a towel trying, and you can
He
tell
needed
that it
more than
wasn't.
one towel.
It
Okay.
was. I was just like, okay. I don't know who decided to take a video of you while Seth was coming, but that was okay. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again, sir. I don't think
Just
that was a good idea. But I mean, definitely, of course, I feel like yes, that was the match of the night, but I also feel like it overshadowed all the other matches that were so good. Like, um, the beginning to have Jimmy and Roman open the show and beat the crap out of them
it
was
was
amazing.
crazy.
Now,
That
granted,
I was like Roman overshooting several of those landings. I was like, "Are you okay?" This just
I know
it
he was
was
jumping
really
over.
funny to me.
He was doing things he would normally do. You'd be like, "What are you
Right.
doing? Why you?" Okay, okay, fine. I get it. You got to be in there. You're the Uso. You gotta be in there with Jimmy. Jimmy can't. I mean, Jay can't do it all. But then I ain't gonna lie, Jay's
Shayna Jimmy. Right.
entrance. I knew
It
he
was
was tired.
great.
I knew he was tired by the time he got down. He was like, "Oh Lord, that was yes. Did you practice? Cause that you came from the top."
That takes us back to the unreal statement because I was like, my God, guy, you're gonna have to get that cardio up if you gotta come. And I say that with all love because honestly, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So I was like, you had to come from all the way up to the top and be tired by the time you got down there. I said he was sitting there like, oh, thank God. Whew.
He was just like, "Oh my good Lord." That was the first time I ever actually heard the song play all the way out. And I was like, wait, that's the end of the song? That's how it
Yes,
actually come. I was like, oh, okay. But what did I say? I said, watch mid match. They're gonna sit here and run it back.
you did. You did.
And to watch Roman go, at first Roman was like, are we really doing that? Like, are you? And he was like,
We doing it.
okay, we gonna do it. And I was like, okay, sir.
It was great up until it was interrupted.
It was. But it was like I said, I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, there's no way that it wasn't gonna redo it. So that was a good match.
Yes.
I wanna say the women's match.
That's actually where we're about to go next.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about the women.
I'm trying
So
to
my
think.
question for you,
Yes.
Naomi, Tiffany, and Charlotte and Alexa all walked out with their titles. Which of these championship matches do you think was the most impactful?
Not you
That's
questioning
a
me
hard
how
one,
I
ain't it?
questioned you. Jeez, hold on. That's a hard one because okay, I'm gonna give you order. So I'm going to say, well, of course I'm trying to think, should I go like 3, 2, 1, or should I do 1, 2, 3? But
It doesn't matter.
I think the most impactful, well, the one that actually like made me tear up a little bit, try not to do that today. But was definitely Naomi's. And I think it was the fact that she had her father play that
Mhm.
guitar. And to watch her also get overwhelmed with being proud to be his child. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't think it was her being overwhelmed with the match and all these different I think it was the fact of being proud to be his child
Okay.
and knowing her dad was being proud to be her father in that moment, and that moment was them. Yes, there was a whole
Okay.
bunch of people around and going there, but that entrance felt like it set the tone for the rest of the match. Now, granted,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, I was like, Naomi, what are you doing? Why are you out here? And I was kept thinking in my head, think smarter, not harder. So yeah, she wants them to fight, but they wanted to fight you because you interrupted their match. This wasn't that. But I will say it was very technical. Once they finally like started fighting, um, and I think her retaining her championship was meaningful in a way of not taking it off of her because I was hoping they were going to take it off of her,
Me too.
um, and let her keep that because I'm like, what are we doing all this work for just for them to like take it off? Okay, the second one I would say would be Charlotte and Alexa.
Okay.
Um, just because I think it was time for Charlotte to see that she's capable of doing something else other than going after a singles championship.
Mhm.
And it was also good to see two really good athletes become tag team champions and um like that match was really good. I'm not gonna hold you. That match was really, really good. I
Mhm.
did get a little scared seeing Charlotte's brace come unloose and I was like, "Oh,
I did too.
no." But to still go through with it, to still watch it and watch them and I thought it was also cute that it was the two short people who was in the match at the end.
Yep.
And how like Alexa like surprised her. Roxanne was like, "Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, nah, we good, we good." So that was really good. And then the other, you know what? I'm going to say something that I normally wouldn't say.
Okay. Okay. I'm here for it.
That match with Jade and Tiffany was actually good. Jade actually improved a lot.
She did.
However, she wasn't ready for that title run.
Okay. Well, you got to be salty at the end every
Well,
time,
I gave her her props.
and then you ended on a salt.
It wasn't a salty. It was just facts. She wasn't ready.
Salty.
Just because she showed up at that caliber of a person, like the work that she did in that ring should show up every time. Then she would be deserving of it, and maybe it will shut me up. But until then, I say what I say and I stand by it. Now, if we want to talk about the Lyra and Becky's match,
Lyra and Becky. Okay. Okay.
that was actually good.
It was.
I was actually kind of surprised. And I was definitely surprised Becky, yeah, what's her name? Bailey showed up.
Okay. Cool. Pause that because we're gonna
What?
talk about that in a few questions.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. My
It's okay.
bad.
Okay. So yeah, I thought all of them were really great matches. So I think coming off Evolution, it was great to see that same caliber of excellence continued to showcase like, yes, we just came off of Evolution. We're still the shit. You know what I'm saying? We're still just as good as we were on our own pay per view, our own PLE event than we are here. So it was good to see that. I really, 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 really enjoyed the Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss match. I thought that that was just phenomenal showing for all of the ladies in that match. And even though I thought that the Judgment Day would keep the titles, because I was like, ow, I'm still not sure what Raquel and Roxy are going to be able to do together and how that's going to work. I was hoping for a sneak Liv show up, but that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I like them together. There's just something about Charlotte and Alexa that makes them just a great fit for each other. Then watching them post event and they were talking to Peter Rosenberg, I believe, and Biggie, and they were sitting there, and it was really fun to just see them interact
Mm-hmm.
um how they're like, we're we're not friends. No, we're not going to say that word. And even seeing them do it again on Raw, right? So I was like, there's just something magic about those two together. And Charlotte looks relieved. She looks happy. And I'm like, thank God, girl, because I don't know what it is you needed, but this felt like you could just see it lightening her spirit a little bit. And so I'm kind of excited about that. Um, Next, I do want to talk about Naomi. I thought she did a great job and that I was super psyched that she kept her title as we predicted
Uh-huh.
because it's just not time for her to lose it yet. But also, just overall, like you said, that coming to the ring with her father, oh, that touched me. That touched me a lot too. Because that's an opportunity that just you don't to get that every day. So it was really incredible to see, her come down to the aisle and have a banger of a match with those two ladies. And then, of course, all right. So Tiffany and I definitely picked Jade on this one
You
and was wrong.
did.
But
And you were.
not because I thought Jade was necessarily ready. It's just because I thought Tiffany's title run had kind of run its course, which I still think it has. But that doesn't mean she's not an incredible athlete. Like I don't want that to take away from my appreciation for just how good she is. Like she's fantastic in a way that I'm like, I can't believe she's only been wrestling for a short time
I
because
know I didn't notice that until they said it, and I was like, "Really? Oh,
oh
I
yeah, I
didn't
could
I
have
didn't
told you
realize
that.
that."
Like, no, we've been watching her only a few years. Sorry. But my girl was just on fire. She was so good. And I thought the match flowed well and it looked well executed. And so the one that was most impactful, I'm going to say Charlotte and Alexa, just because it's great to see them both elevated together. So that's that. All right, let's talk Dom and AJ Styles. So what's your take on Dirty Dom's continuation with the championship? And what do you think about the Eddie Guerrero tactics that were displayed throughout that entire match? Because I was in giggle land.
I think that was the one of the best that I've seen paying homage to Eddie Guerrero. Now granted, I missed the beginning part. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed the beginning part. So when I saw the playback on the post show, I was like, well, you know what? He was definitely trying to get in your head. Yes, that was young Dom in the in the
The
pickup
low rider.
in the low rider, and like, he was like, yeah, but um I definitely appreciated that match. That match was really, I mean, it was really good. And once again, it's still showing how good Dominic is. How to see his progress from when he first started and seemed unsure and not really going on and not really like, having the athleticism, and now really having it. It's truly amazing. And of course, AJ, to watch, listen, when he put the chair over his head, I said, and he started shaking. I said, wait a minute. I said, yo, you are selling that way too much. I don't think you were supposed to sell it like that. And then the ref is like, wait. How did he do that to you? He on the floor, but he's still, and you're like,
It was funny.
it was funny. I mean, but did I expect Dom to win? I think I said, yeah. I don't even know.
I
Who
think
knows?
so because I said I was voting with my heart.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was voting with like if we were gonna win money. So, and that was Dom because I knew he was gonna do something. He's it's like he's like the cross between his dad and Eddie.
Mhm.
And to watch him unzip his boot in the process of the match, just so he can get him to get it to slip off. I mean, now I'm going, was your ankle really hurting? 'Cause
Inquiring minds. You know what I
like,
mean?
did
I
he
don't
even
know.
have your ankle? Because how you had it zipped down, I would be surprised if your foot was already out and he had your toes, and that's why you were complaining.
I don't know.
But overall, that match was good. I mean, it sucks to see that AJ did not win the championship, because I do think he did deserve it. But I guess they're not ready. I guess because they're pushing the gas on Dom and him being at AAA and him doing all these
Right?
different things. Maybe now we're going to see more
It's coming
versus,
up too.
yeah,
AAA.
it is.
We get to watch it for free
It
on
is on
YouTube.
YouTube. So I mean, so clearly they have a plan for Dominic, and I know as a parent, I would be proud to watch the growth um that he's in doing in such a short period of time. So yeah. I think it was a great match. What you think?
I also thought it was great. I laughed when he put the chair over his head, the shoe coming out the boot. Like I was like, this is everything from the top with the lowrider with his son. I was just like, this is such a great way for them both to pay homage, but also like the wearing the gear. Like I was blown by the fun of it all. I just was laughing and I thought the match was fantastic. Again, I really was hoping AJ will get the title because I was floating with my heart there. But yeah, like I said, Dom has a rocket strapped to his behind, as it should be. Like there's some rumor that he may become the face of AAA, which I think is smart.
If that is
I think
true,
that's
that is
really
very
smart
smart.
because he has such a huge pop every time he goes down there. He's going to be accepted by the people and
Hmm.
their fans, and I think it helps integrate it well with the WWE people. I'm excited about that Triple Mania too, by the way, because it's going to be fun, and
Mr.
Legado
Iguana,
Fantasma are going to be there again.
Mr. Iguana popped up and he was at I had it funny because I'm like, you didn't say it. I was like, I have to
The
say he was there. So whenever you sell the iguana, please let us know. Or just send us one for free. I don't know. She needs one.
So many of the guests go.
She needs one. We need one. Anyway, sorry.
I need one. It needs to hang out with Stitch.
Yeah.
You
But
just got me excited
I know,
because
but
oh
I was
my
just
god,
saying because I mean we're talking about AAA and like, that's just it's I've seen how they're trying to incorporate everybody. So I know we have to have patience, and I know in this world that we don't, especially us WWE universe, everyone has their thoughts, opinions, when, how, should, just like us. Um, but I feel like it's gonna come, and when it does come, we're not gonna remember a time when it wasn't there. So I think it's really
right,
dope.
right, all right. So let's talk this wild TLC match. So, what were your thoughts on this match and the chaos of the Wyatt Six keeping the championship?
But what I can say is, what you guys don't know, me and her were on the phone. Okay. As I was doing something, I'm not sure. I was cooking breakfast. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something. Maybe I wasn't cooking breakfast, but hearing her go, oh, girl, what? Huh, nah, I'm not gonna tell you. Oh, like what? So when I finally watched it, so y'all should know, one of these nights, I forgot what night it was. I did not watch it immediately because I had to go
The
10.
second night,
Right. So I had to go 10 to do things as a parent. So either way,
and that's how you missed the TLC match. It was the second.
yes. No, that was
It
the
was the
first
second
night.
match.
No. Oh, the second match. Yes, it was second match. Um, so either way, when I did watch it,
Did you understand why I was making all those sounds?
I definitely did. To watch Candice LeRae.
I just want to stop you there. That's my girl. I keep trying to tell y'all not to sleep on her. That's my girl right there. Because the way she took that bump, like Candace is a G. Y'all don't understand. If you ain't watch her work at NXT, you don't get it. But this girl is a star. It has been, continues to be. All right, I'm done.
Okay. I mean, to watch it break in half, I was like, dang. They definitely made sure they got the right ladders because at TNA,
But also courtesy of her husband, like for real.
to watch, and then he just looked like, you good, you good. All right, let me get like we gotta keep going. But I'm not gonna lie, to watch them incorporate the females to try to get the championships. Because
That
then I
would
was
be fab.
right, but then I was also going, well, then who was gonna win? Y'all were gonna win. I don't think y'all thought that one through. I don't. But then again, y'all could be the first females to win the male tag team. Sure, why not? Like, if y'all really thought about it, y'all could have did it together.
It could have.
Now to watch that my prediction almost happened
It did.
was the most fun. I was like, ooh. And to watch it be the people who I said it was gonna be almost do it was crazy.
hmm It was hilarious. I was screaming,
To
screaming.
But to watch, once again, they gave a A+ on the table ladders and chairs match. To
hmm
watch everyone, it was like a sequence of people going through the tables. Like, you went to the table, you went to the table. Oh,
Now
you
it's your
went to the
turn.
table. Oh, everyone in the table. Like it was like, okay, how did y'all survive that? Because
It
that
was like
was
nonstop
crazy.
action and so much like
Like
it was. You never knew where to look. Like I was like, here, wait there, wait up, and then down.
everybody was everywhere. It was just like, now am I upset that the Wyatt 6 won? Yes. Why?
You know,
My idea was so much better.
what happens now? So here's my thought now. Like,
Yeah, what
I
happens now?
really wanted the Street Profits to win because I was like, that to me would validate this insanity of them losing tag team titles. But I'm super happy that the Wyatt Six kept the titles. But then I said, like, if they lose it, that also like hurts them. So in terms of their presence and their sense of like a group accomplishment, right? Because they've come back and they had it. This is their first time winning anything really like big, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's really late for me. But I just feel like it would have been better if the Street Profits. I just
Mm-hmm.
That's would have been, other than that, A plus plus for me. I just didn't like the finish. But I will say, watching Montez drop onto the ladder and watching Axiom and Fraxium, and it was just so amazing.
And Andrade and Ray Phoenix,
Ray
they were
Phoenix.
working so. I mean, granted, we talked about this, but they were doing their thing. They were
Mhm.
like, to watch them be in sync. Like, oh, I got him, you got him, I got him, we got him. Like, definitely wish like it could have been, hopefully, I don't know what they're going to do with this tag team division over here in SmackDown, but
It's
hopefully,
crazy.
hopefully they'll figure it.
It's so fun. And I'm like, this is my slight issue here, is that SmackDown tag teams are so fun that I'm like, oh, they're not that fun on Raw. Though the New Day and their morning can continue because deeply I am touched by the morning gear, even though Penta took it off and
I ain't
looked
gonna
way
lie,
better in that
I'm about
hat.
to say he looked way better doing the strut.
In that hat, kudos to Penta because he looked. I was like, yes, cheers, clip it. That's your clip it.
No,
That's
it's
it.
clock it, not
Clock
clip
it.
it.
Sorry, clock
Clock
it.
it.
Okay, clock it. Sorry.
Let me help you
All
out
right.
here.
Cool, cool. All right, now we can get in the Becky Lynch match with Lyra and
Uh-huh.
Buckroff. And I want to say it was crazy. It was a brawl. It was emotional. Did it live up to the hype for you? What did you think about Bailey's appearance?
I mean, the match was good. I forgot. The match was good. The match was good. I mean, I don't know if I really like Becky's new theme song, but
I like it.
I mean, I guess this is a part of the thing of them getting producers or whoever to start producing their stuff. So I mean, I get it. It's a little edgier because that's where
It
she's at
definitely
now.
is.
That's where she's at now. She's definitely surpassed
And she's
her
not
old
really the
music.
man
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
she surpassed her music. Um, so I get it. Definitely, I didn't expect Lyra to really bring it to her like that. However, I did see the slip up when her hand came out the thing prematurely and she quickly put it back in. And then all of a sudden she did something
Oh, you
with
mean the
yeah.
thingies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when Becky like
The
slammed her
thingies,
over,
the
yeah,
zip
the
ties.
zip tie, when Becky slammed her over, her hand kind of like came out, and I was like, and Mike was like, oh, her hand, oh, nope. And I was like, I know,
Yeah.
Mike. We saw that too. Don't be
But also,
trying.
she was holding her hand up like this. I was like, ma'am, you're not supposed to make. Okay, you need to try to pretend to fight. You need to fight,
But that
pretend
was
to fight.
even that even goes with me with Becky when she'd be like, hit me there. Like, hit me here. And you'd be like, man, I know we know this is stage fighting, right? But there was a time when y'all used to make it seem like it wasn't stage fighting. Can we not go, yeah, right here next, over here? And then she even before she even hit her, she was like, I was like, she didn't hit you yet, ma'am. Can we not be, you know what you remind me of? A toddler being over dramatic when you're afraid that something's about to happen.
That's crazy, right?
You're like, ah.
You saying she's taking lessons from her daughter? That's what you're saying.
I'm
That's crazy.
saying yes, because that was just at some point it was just like, but Lyra did, I think at some point when she put her hand back in there, she really messed herself up because then now it was like, girl, now your hand's really twisted. I don't think you meant to do that.
I don't know.
I don't know. But either way, um, the match was good. I mean, I'm mad it took forever for her to figure out how to take it off after. I guess she was meant to always take it off underneath the stage. But I am surprised that Bailey came out to her rescue. Not as into I
Yeah.
was kind of confused. I was like, what? What?
Same.
And then Becky's like, come on, just hit her. And I was like, what is happening? What's
I
going
mean,
on?
so pause on that thought.
Okay.
Their breakup on Raw was something that made me sad. I was like, why am I sad right now? Like, I thought they broke up already. But here I am, like, wanting to cry real tears when she was just like, leave her, leave me alone. We're not friends. We're not enemies. We're nothing. And I'm like, hey, I was
But
feeling
I'm
some kind
also
of way.
going like you're mad at her like it was her reason why, because girl, you were losing anyway. So it
But
was like
also, you did it again. Like, I was like, but you did this to her. So to be fair, like, you did this to her too, and she didn't scorn you. So I was just like, well, she did actually. Actually, no, I remember. She
she
did.
did, but I think that was in the beginning because you made her lose. I
Uh-huh.
don't Bailey didn't make you lose. You're already technically losing. And this was also no disqualification match. So technically, you couldn't have lose with her interfering.
Lost. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't like you weren't
Yeah.
going to if she interfered. You interfered in her match and got her disqualified.
True.
Those two different things. So you're in your feelings anyway.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was brutal, and I felt like it did live up to the hype. However, if they don't ever do it again, I'm okay. And I'm honestly wanting Becky to move on from this. Speaking of which,
The Bailey.
no, we're gonna go back to Becky for a moment.
Oh,
Becky,
okay.
ma'am, what the hell did Nikki do to you for you to roast her that way on national TV? Because I know this ain't news to us, but the fact that you told us this line, this you can't see him, I felt like the crowd. That was
My
the
mouth
low
definitely
blow.
open. My mouth went.
I was like, that is, oof, oof. Who wants to keep seeing their ex anyway? But like, for real? Like, oof. What'd she do to you, girl? Because what'd she do to the writers? Because I would like to think that they wrote that.
They had
that,
to. They had
that
to.
just, girl, I'm sorry. I just wanted to give Nikki a hug after. I was like, that hurt my
You
feelings.
can tell it hurt her feelings too. I mean, I'm pretty sure they also know what's going to be said, but some of it is some freestyle in there. So it's one of those like I don't think she was expecting that. I think she was expecting something else. Like initially when her face was like, "Okay, you're about to poke fun about me and my ex-husband. Okay, cool." And then when she was like, "Oh, you can't." And I went, "Oh no,
Oh,
she's
the
not."
boyfriend. Yeah, ex fiance. Yeah, and they never got married. Remember, they never made it down the aisle. You said
Wait,
ex husband.
no, I'm talking about when she got married to her son's father. I thought that's
Well, Artem. No, they
yes.
were talking about
But I know,
John.
no. I don't know. I know they were talking about John, but when she first said it, she was like, it almost was seeming like she was talking about
Artem.
right because she was like, you had, and then I was sitting here going, oh, well, I mean, because they were a cute couple together, so I was like, oh, but then when she did and then I realized she was talking about John.
I didn't
That
think
it
she
was
would talk about Artem because the way that ended was just such a
well, no, I'm saying once she said the ending, I knew who she was talking
right.
about
But you
100%.
didn't know initially. Right.
Initially, I didn't know. Could have went, and I felt like looking at Nikki's face, how she was selling it, it seemed like, okay, you're about to talk about my ex-husband because now I just said your husband. Why would I think you're talking about my ex fiance?
But Becky's funny. Not my hot husband. You better go ahead, girl. You know what I'm saying? You better go ahead. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Both of y'all champions. Your daughter up here telling secrets to her preschool teacher. I love this for y'all. Y'all teaching her amazing values, clearly, because she can't lie for her
she said
parents.
absolutely not. She like you're not. No, the one
She
trusted person I'm gonna
decided
tell. Mm-hmm.
she gonna trust her teacher with the truth. And I just want to thank Miss Joy also for not ruining it for the rest of us. But also, I just want to congratulate Becky and Seth on having a daughter who's going to tell the truth no matter what. Next time, try not to fool her like that. So don't put her in that position where she got to tell lies because kids learn, and it's really important that you continue with the consistency.
I mean, well, like Nikki said, your husband lies. Y'all both lie. So
Match made in heaven. So that being said, but I thought that match was great, and I'm excited to see where Becky ends up next. All right, so what we didn't talk about, which I'm shocked there's no questions about on this thing right now. We didn't talk about Solo and Jacob. I had thoughts about that
I have
match, and I
thoughts, and I'm
wasn't
not happy.
exactly,
I'm
yeah, I
not
wasn't
thrilled.
happy
I
either. And I'll
don't.
just start by saying I was not happy. I don't know what happened. I've been trying to think about this. I was like, I think I might watch it again because I was just trying to understand what happened. something just didn't click, and then the finish was weird. So what was off for you?
One, Jimmy took his time to come out. Two,
It did.
I'm like, sir, I know it
Sense
was
of
three.
urgency, Jimmy.
I'm
Sense
like,
of
I know it
urgency.
was 3 against 1, but sir, you
And then why you
gotta.
ain't come out with a weapon? I thought we discussed this. Like, I don't.
But I do seem like to watch. I don't know. I don't like how the ending end. So
It
either
didn't flow well. I don't think the story flowed exactly right.
no, I think it definitely missed the mark somewhere. It didn't because I don't think Solo was supposed to win. I mean, granted, I know y'all write these things, but
I think he was, but the story leading up to him winning didn't hit the right note. And then it still felt like Jacob was so strong because at the end
he
he I was
beat
like, why
them
we
up.
jumping on the top of the cage at the end after the match? I was like, that don't make
Right. That
sense.
don't make no sense. And then Jimmy, you locking them in there, and then it's like, well, where were you to lock? I was just like, none of this made sense.
Yeah. I didn't love the story that they
I
told. I
think
was
they
like,
rushed. I think they rushed that. I don't think the right people wrote that or didn't execute it, or maybe they were rushing. Maybe they sped it up and said this
something
need to
just
happen.
didn't
It
fly.
needs to happen now,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
doesn't make
something
sense.
just didn't fly, but it didn't make sense for the match. Here's where I said this. So I said if the match did get sped up, then why did we have all those aftermatch shenanigans? Like those to me should have taken place in the course of the match. And then the match could have ended and then they would have gone to the back. Like I was like the order to me was wrong. And
Yeah.
I think what was going on in the cage felt lackluster too, which I was like that's confusing. I'm not sure. I think I was expecting more brutality in the ring and I thought they did that. But also the he looked strong because he like could, he kept beating up other members of the MFT and whatever, but I just was like, something just was off. And I don't know if it was the timing or the execution or just the way the story was written. Something just didn't, or the production of the match. It just felt like too much happened after the match was
Uh-huh.
over and
Uh-huh.
not enough happened while the match was in session, if that makes sense, why it was in action. And then again, Jimmy came and he locked him in there, and I was like, was somebody supposed to stop Solo from crawling out the ring? But then he grabbed him. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So yeah, that's the other thing we need to talk about, which was thing. So anyway, thinking back, there were a lot of surprises. So what was the moment that you were generally shocked by that we haven't talked about yet? So is there a specific return, a match outcome, a post-match segment, something like that that made you go, "Oh my God, that was a lot of surprises," and that's crazy.
The one that stands out the most is when John brought Cody up on his shoulders through the thing with the
In the
fall.
elevator. Mhm.
I didn't expect that, but they were going from where they went to get underneath there.
That was cool.
I also didn't expect Jimmy to start from the top of the arena.
Jay.
What did I say, Jimmy? Jesus,
Hmm.
Jay. My bad.
Yeah, he was way farther up this time.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to do that. Felt like SummerSlam entrances were something similar to WrestleMania,
Hmm.
which normally is not. I don't think. I mean,
Mm-mm.
sometimes, but normally it's not. So I would say that was surprising for a lot. I will say a post match Instagram post from Kofi Kingston talking about Jade and her wearing the Jamaican flag and
That was kind
saying
of awesome. We didn't talk about that.
no, we didn't. And I appreciate her representing her heritage, her culture, with us both being from Barbados and understand the island. So I appreciate that. But him talking about asking her if she was Jamaican, I was like, sir, you are not Jamaican.
The way that I howled at that, I was like, wait a minute.
Sir, I know you have no right to be questioning anybody about they Jamaican when you had a terrible accent and you
It
were
was
not
awful.
Jamaican.
I do
And then,
remember that.
and then the best way they could have figured out is for you to talk regular and then for Triple H to play, hey, aren't you supposed to be Jamaican? What happened to your accent?
That was
So,
crazy.
I'm pretty sure she could have talked you down. I don't know if she ever
Yes.
responded back to you, but I'm gonna say that. But that's about it.
She
Other
did.
than
She said something like, you wrong for this or something like that.
oh, so um, but other than that, I mean, I guess I'm shocked Brock Lesnar came back, but you know what? I'm still even though I expected it. I guess CM Punk winning and Seth coming down. But the main memorable ones for me is really Cody and John coming up from the elevator.
The only thing that we haven't talked about that shocked me was the cancellation of all the press conferences afterward. So it was straight post show with no press, which I was like, hmm, that was I didn't expect that,
Yeah.
because that was such a huge part of their production. So I thought that was interesting that this was a shift from something we had seen. Plus, it's like one of my favorite parts. So that was a shock to me. The other shock to me was, I would say, we talked a little bit about AJ and coming out with a lowrider and the old gear, Eddie's old gear and stuff. That was pretty awesome. And then also, like you said, the women having a part in the TLC match. That was kind of awesome to see B Fab finally on a PLE kind of there, even if it was for a brief moment. Same thing about Candace. So that's that. All right. So between thinking about this entire 2-night event, what was your match of the night for each night? Yeah, this is a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. Night
Ooh,
one.
match of the night?
Uh,
I don't know. I don't really have. I feel like they were all so good that I can't just be like, oh, this is the one that stole the show. Like I don't have those. I don't
I'm
have
gonna
them.
say my night two match I would give to the TLC match, because I just think it was nonstop fun. Like, I would love to see that again and again. On night one, that's tough. Night one is a little tougher for me because I think night two was stronger to me
Uh-huh.
than night one. Night one, I would say, I think the Seth Shocker really tore
Uh-huh.
the roof down. But I will say John Cena and Cody Rhodes match was really, really, really good. But I do think for night one, if I had to pick it, it would be the CM Punk and Gunther match, because that was a really, really good match. But nothing beat that cash in. That cash in was just, it shook everything, and it was exciting, and it was fun to know that it was like the deck got shuffled again, which was
Uh-huh.
fun and exciting to see. It was kind of weird to see LA Knight back at it on Monday, but okay.
But to be honest,
He didn't get his fair shake
he
technically, so I
didn't
was like,
because like
huh.
so no. I mean, I could see.
So that was kind of where I'm thinking those are my matches of each night. So
I ain't
since you
gonna lie, Monday
okay,
to watch Seth come up in that match. No, not Seth. CM Punk said, "Oh,
okay.
you wanna it's okay, I got you. Let me let
It's
me
like,
let me come in and let you know something." And LA Knight was trying to figure out like, what are you doing? And it was like, "Sir, you were losing." So it wasn't even like he
here she go. If you're losing, you can't complain.
I mean, technically, you were losing. Like he literally, because I watched it back. I said, "Was he winning?" I said, "Maybe I missed something." And then I was like, "Dude, he just slammed your head against the ring post. Like, I don't think you were winning from there. I don't
She's like,
think
if you're
you
losing, you can't complain.
like. I
Sorry.
don't like eh." And then to watch Roman come and Steph is like, I'm like, "Sir, what did you thought was gonna happen?
Right?
You thought that he wasn't going to come?" And Paul Heyman's face is the most hilarious. He's like,
I know the
like,
stress on Paul Heyman's face at the
and then
beginning.
they all say here like, and then even watching the Bronze, like, what? What do you mean he's here? I said, oh, now y'all scared? Now y'all scared because y'all all be talking mad junk. How y'all not
That
scared?
wasn't scared at
Oh, now
first.
you scared because you took his sneakers, right? And you even I still don't know how he didn't get the sneakers back. I'm like, oh, because Paul walked away.
I was gonna say he took the sneakers back with him. I was
Yeah,
like, Paul, do you need these sneakers? What you need them for?
right. But
But seriously, not the tribal thief name. Really, y'all? Really? That's the thing we're gonna celebrate now. That's
taking somebody's
the
shoes is so
Shulafala.
disrespectful.
The Shulafala. Did we have to do that? I don't think we did.
Anyway, and I also don't like the fact that they took his sneakers again. I'm
It's
just
weird.
gonna, that's just
Stop taking
weird.
a man's shoes.
Like you
At least he
like, do
wears
you like
nice
to smell
socks.
him? Do you like to smell him? Do you like to, like, sniff his feet? Like, I don't understand
Okay.
what's happening. Okay, clearly we're going too late. But to also watch the commentary at the end, off show, and set and CM Punk's like, "You were late." He's like, I don't I wasn't late. Like, I came when I was supposed to come. Like, I don't know. They were just talking mad junk. Like, it to the point I was like, I had to replay. I'm like, "What he say?" I don't know what he said, but y'all were talking mad junk. He was like then I'm also going, "How you talking junk without your sneakers?"
Okay, well, let's get ready to wrap this up. So I think we have sufficiently talked about the insanity of SummerSlam because this was we even gave you some sneak peeks into Monday Night Raw. If you didn't watch it and it's almost Friday, you should probably catch up. But we want to remind you, this is your moment to hit that subscribe button if you want to hang with us and see how we go off the rails every time we do late, because we do. I don't know what just happened here, but it was an hour of insanity. But here we are. And I just want to remind you that this is your moment to hit that bell because at this point, we just went off the rails a little. Welcome to Midnight SummerSlam wrap ups. And we want to thank you for joining us. But that bell is the only way you get our content, and you get it first. And you find out the craziness and what we said, because this week we're dropping 2 episodes on Friday. So, how else are you going to know? That being said, you can also find us on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, on Facebook, and on Threads. And where can they listen to our podcast,
You can
Tanisha?
listen to us on Pocket Podcast. My God. It's too late, guys. Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, iHeartRadio. See us and watch us and listen to us on Spotify. Rate us, subscribe, like us. Did I say subscribe?
Comments.
Did I say comment? Did I say like us? Did I say give
Yes.
us stars? 5
Nope.
stars above is only it. You can't give us nothing less.
That's
I don't
right.
even care if you don't like us.
Okay. Well, that being said,
I was
she
about to
forgot to
say something
mention,
else.
she forgot to mention you can catch all of our content on maineventmamaspodcast.com. Don't forget to check out our blog where you can catch recaps on our episodes. You can catch up our thoughts on all sorts of things, the origins of Main Event Mamas, and the picks that were for SummerSlam. You can always catch up on that there. And so with that,
You can also leave us voice notes.
that's
You
right.
can sit here and request to be on our show. We'll
That's right.
decide if you can or not. Also you can enjoy our mailing list because we have the blog. You can get the blog before we even post it anywhere else.
That's right.
You want to be the first to know things when we drop merch, when we start having sponsors, all the good stuff.
And when our first live stream is.
Whew, it's coming. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be late. We're going to have a couple. Anyway, it's coming. And remember, you can follow us on our personal public Instagram at Tanisha_Mama Pod, Kiara Mama Pod. Also, Content Vixen
That's right.
on Twitter. Oh, I remember.
Yay.
You cannot find me on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. You can talk to me through Main Event Mamas. Um, let's see what else. What else I miss? Oh, Facebook. We're also on Facebook where you can see us. I'm just Tanisha and she's Kiara and Mama Pod.
That's right.
And I want to remind y'all that we're not new to this. We're
We're
so
true
true
to
to
this.
this.
That's right. We're true to this.
And this was Main Event Mamas late at night. Hey.
Oh my God. Insanity. Insanity. It is.